So I guess our truth is like back to like, I mean, I know that this has been going on for weeks, but basically our truth is back to a retard. I mean, let's, now we kind of all knew this. I mean, we've been seeing it over the past, like immediately, like he switched right back to being like, I'm our truth. I don't know what's fuck's going on, man. Like, but which, is it's okay with me. Whatever they were doing wasn't working, but like they didn't even really try. They announced that he's a different guy. He's something else now. He's the Ron Killings or whatever. I'm almost wondering if he didn't sign another deal with WWE, because his request was, to be Ron Killings for a little bit, and then to do this whole thing and then leave. And they were going to give him like an extension, like they were giving him like 8 to 10 weeks or something, and he was going to be like, I'm Ron Killings, and then he was going to go out on his own and leave the WWE eventually in a couple months or whatever. But now it's like they abandoned that almost right away, and it makes me wonder if like they didn't sign him permanently. Like they were like, hey, you know what? We actually, truth, we actually want to keep you permanently. And like I wouldn't be surprised like if they like, because why else, what else explains the fact that they were like, oh, let's completely drop the Ron Killings thing, you're our truth again, you're a dumb, like funny, silly guy, and you're back to sort of the back burner and all that stuff, but we're going to give you like $1 million or something. Like I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they were like, hey man, hey, truth, we're going to give you like $500,000 or something like that for like a 3-year deal or a 2-year deal. Just stay and like, let's just keep going. And then he was like, well, damn, like, fuck, they wanted to give me $150,000, you know what I mean, a year. And I said I was going to leave, or then they got rid of me. And, the Indies would have brought him in maybe $100,000. And he was like, well, forget that, because I don't know, man. I'm just making stuff up. I have no idea. I'm just saying, like, why else would they drop this R-Truth stuff like they did and then just go right back to how he always was, when they were clearly making this sort of like compromise exit strategy for R-Truth, and now suddenly it's gone. By the way, tonight I went in. I had to stop quickly at the gas station on my way home from work, and I went into hey man, I need $10 on the pump or whatever, and I was wearing this Cronin Club shirt, one of the OG shirts here. You can still get this, I think, but it's an OG shirt, and I was like, man, what kind of white trash do I look like? I'm coming in here with a fucking shell necklace on. I got my own name on a shirt with double middle fingers. I got a backwards hat. Can't grow a beard. And I got no money, so I put $10 in my almost empty gas tank. And I was like, is this not the most white trash thing that's like the gas station has seen today? They must have been like, wow, like that guy sucks. Like, you know what? I wouldn't be shocked if police pulled me over and then got angry when they finished looking and realized that I didn't have crack on me and that I don't have beer cans falling out of my car. Like, they're like, yeah, we pulled you over. You know why we pulled you over? And I'm like, no. Why would you pull me over? I don't know. I don't even know what happened. Well, do you want to tell us something? And then I'm like, no. And like eventually they're like, they just give up because they're trying to smell things. They're trying to look for things and trying to get a reason to get in the car. And finally I just go, you know what? Do you want to like search my car or something? Like, what's going on? Then they search it and they just can't believe that there's no needles or beer cans falling out of the car. They're like, wow, we thought open container at least on this guy. But nope, none of that. And they just can't believe it. R Apache, what's up, brother? Annette, how you doing? WrestlePalooza! How about all those video demonstrations of how to watch WrestlePalooza? You think the WWE's starting to figure out that people don't know how the fuck to watch this show? And that everybody's just going to steal it because they're like Forget the fact that nobody has money to pay for anything. Forget all that. And just think about people being like, I gotta like download and do, then I gotta buy the, fuck it. Shark.com. You know what I mean? Like, they're not doing this. Like, it's fucking crazy. Crazy. You know, I'm a little disappointed. I thought I was going to get more Maven flack today, but I really didn't. It was kind of dead. You know, I thought I was going to get more angry people because of the Maven video. It didn't happen. I also thought we might get some subscribers because of it. That didn't happen either. Honestly, really nothing happened. I expected to be, like, attacked by people, like, left and right. I was expecting, like, you know, like, I was expecting some hate, some rage from people. I was expecting maybe some new subs, too, like, people just whatever. And it was just nothing, really. I mean, it was a little bit early on when I was live earlier, and people were like, Maven owns you and stuff. But it really wasn't that big a deal. I mean, I thought it was going to be a lot bigger. But usually when someone like that makes a video, you know, it's just a little crazier. But I think I've been around too long. I think, you know, that's why I think it's time for me to, like, move on to another thing. You know, I think the wrestling genre is tapped up, you know. I think a lot of people in Maven's, I was reading through a lot of the comments, and, you know, most of it was just like, you know, oh, this Joe Cronin's a loser, you know, Joe Cronin's a crybaby. Joe Cronin, if he doesn't get donations, he quits his show. You know, Joe Cronin's an e-beggar. You know, Joe Cronin was just like shit like that. And I was like, oh, people just I told you guys this years ago. I was like, dude, you know why? Because people don't like me. A lot of people don't like me. Some people do like me, but a lot of people don't like me. And they just, like, it's not, they don't even, they go, oh, him, and they switch right off. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, which I don't blame them, because once you don't like somebody and you keep seeing them all the time, if you ever come across them again, you're just like, oh, that swipe, like, all right, get away from that guy. I don't like that guy. And that's why I told you guys, like, I will go to wrestling shows sometimes, right? Well, I haven't been in a while, but I would go to a wrestling show sometimes, like, say I went to Boston TD Garden for WWE Raw. It's like 2000, say it's the year 2021, and I go to Raw in Boston or wherever. I go to Connecticut or I go to Rhode Island or wherever I go. And I go into the arena and I start walking around, and what I start to find is people are looking at me. And a lot of people stop to say something or take a picture or something. And I'm like, Jesus, I'm like, why do all these people know who I am? Like, this is so fucking weird. Like, I feel like I only have 70-something thousand subscribers. Like, I don't feel like, how do this many people, like, I don't recognize this. But, like, what you realize is, oh, I've had 100-something thousand people unsubscribe from my channel over 13 years. So over 13 years, there's been like 100,000 people that were like, I'm out. So more people have unsubscribed to me than actually subbed to me. So if you look at my total subscriptions of all time, I actually have had like 200-something thousand subscribers, you know, over the years. But a lot of those accounts were deleted, and a lot of those accounts like just unsubbed or whatever. So there's a lot of people that you know that have subbed over the years, and you start to realize, oh shit. Like, a lot of people have seen a lot of videos. It's just they don't like you. And so, but when you see somebody in public, even if you don't really like them, sometimes you're like, oh shit, it's that guy. Even though you don't watch them and you don't really like them, but if you see them in public, you're still like, oh shit, that's that guy. You know, you still kind of like take a minute and you go, whoa, it's that fucking guy. And then what happens is I'll be walking and somebody will go like, oh my God. And then right in my face or people will be staring at me or something. And then I'll be like, yo, what's up? And they'll be like, hey, because common courtesy, you're just like, oh. And then they're like, oh yeah, what's up? Joe Cronin or whatever. And then you're like, hey. And then they're like, what's up? And then like, but like, I'm like, oh, they're like, oh yeah, I seen the show or something. And then you're like, oh, yeah, did you watch the video? Like, whatever. And they're like, oh, yeah, I don't always watch or whatever. You know, but, like, what you find out is, like, yeah, a lot of these people, like, probably don't like you. They're just being nice because it's public. first of all, they're in public and they're like, oh shit, that's so weird to see somebody I see on the internet all the time, and now they're in front of me. That's so weird. Like, so they're like, they're kind of like, oh shit. But then they're also nice. Like, they're just like, oh, hey, Joe, as soon as you walk away, they're probably telling their friend, like, I fucking hate that guy, but like, it was so weird. You know what I mean? Like, it's a funny thing. I have a very punchable face, and I kind of suck. So, you know what I mean? It's weird. Your YouTube channel is also demonetized, so your videos never are going to get in the algorithm. No, my channel's not demonetized. My channel actually is not demonetized. But that's not true. Like, my videos, some of my videos do well. I have to work. I'm working multiple jobs right now, so I don't have a lot of time to put into making a lot of videos. I can just kind of go live and do that, and I don't put a lot of time into the videos right now. So that's the problem. It's not that my videos aren't really, I mean, like, I'm a little bit shadow banned, I feel like. Sometimes I'm shadow banned a little bit, but I mean, I'll prove to you right now that we're not really shadow banned, because, like, here's a video from the Hulk Hogan death thing, and I know that was a big thing a month ago. I mean, that got 10,000 views. I mean, that's, you know what I mean? That's pretty big. I mean, and then I made a video the other day. I mean, I made a video literally, what was it? About 28 days ago, I made a video. Just 28 days ago, I made a video on The Undertaker. It's almost about to hit 40,000 views. So, I mean, this isn't stopped in the algorithm, you know? Undertaker ditches friend for WWE podcast. This is sickening. I mean, that got 39,000 views from a topic that I kind of just made up. You know what I mean? Like, but then again, the video next to that, I made another video that was the next day, which was Triple H and Stephanie McMahon body shamed by fans and TMZ goblins. And I mean, that only got 1,000 views. So it's weird. It's like you don't know what the fuck is going to do well or whatever. So I have no idea. I thought that video would have done like 3, 4, 5,000. It did 1,000, which is weird. Triple H is blocking Chris Jericho from WWE Return. I mean, that did more videos than the body shaming video by 2,000 views. Not really good at all, but it's something, I guess. So yeah, it's really weird. My algorithm is very strange. It doesn't quite make sense. But I mean, we had a video that got 40,000 views, which is way above normal. I mean, I probably only have actively about 700 people now watching me actively when I put a video out. It used to be that I had an active 3,000 people, and then years ago it was an active 5 or 6 or 7,000 people. But now I probably only have an active 700 people watching off and on and here or there. So, like, any given video might get 500 views to 2,000 views, depending on that, and then it might get 500 to 1,000 independent views or new views from outside subs, people that aren't subscribed. So yeah, it's weird. My algorithm is not really good, but my upload schedule is not really good, and quite honestly, I'm not really putting out that great of content a lot of times. A lot of times it's rushed, and I'm giving a kind of opinion discombobulated, and I'm running out to go to another job or something. It's weird, man. It's got to all do well. Like if we were making a ton, if donations were rolling in like crazy, like again, you know what I mean? I could drop a job and things would probably improve a little bit, but you also have to try to improve things on your own without any support and just do better, do a better show. You do a better channel, a better show, better stuff's going to get better. So I've just got to put a lot more effort into doing everything. That's all. I've just been really busy and very scared and freaked out and have a lot of problems right now, but whatever. I don't really want to talk about those because nobody really wants to hear you complain, and I do a lot of complaining, unfortunately, because that's just my personality. But the Red Letter Media just did a video and they called it, YouTubers complain about YouTube, and I thought that was really funny because they're like, nobody wants to hear this, but they did it anyway. But it's like they never do it, so it's okay. But it's like, yeah, I subscribe to a lot of YouTubers, and you don't want to hear some fucking YouTuber guy complain about YouTube. It's like, it's not what. You're here for good content. Give me good entertainment. That's what I want. And then if you give someone good entertainment, maybe, things will get better and do better and things will all get better. But if you just I don't know why my channel's not doing well. It's like, well, because you're not putting enough into it. Like, it's never you guys' fault. It's always my fault. I'm not putting enough into it. That's all there is to it. But everybody knows that. And I've said this a million times over the years. You know what I mean? When you put what you get back, what you put into it on YouTube. And sometimes you got to put into it for a while before you get back. But anyway, and I have not been doing really good content recently. I've been doing a lot of, let me just live stream and see what happens. And what's up, everybody? And I got to go now. You know, that sort of thing. You know? So it is what it is. You know, that's what it is. You know what I mean? I miss your show during the middle of the week. Yeah, Thomas. Yeah, I mean, so that's like, yeah, that sucks that I can't do that. But it's like, yeah, man, things are just really bad, you know? Maybe somebody will get rich and we'll get a sponsor and we'll get like tons of support and I'll do shows again. But or maybe I'll start making really good videos while I'm working and stuff, and some videos will really hit and the channel will start doing really well again. But like I said, I think I tapped out all the wrestling fans. I think every wrestling fan knows who I am, and most of them are like, ugh, yuck. Judge Dredd, what's up? Congratulations, Joe. I saw the video, but you got a lot of hate comments. Yeah, I told you, bro. See, that's what I'm saying. People don't like me. I've said this for years. Listen, a lot of people have a different perception of me and they don't like me. And then there's a lot of people that are pretty clear about who I am and they don't like me. And then there's a lot of people that basically you're just not going to like me eventually, a lot of people, you know. Regardless, like, you know, I always say that, like, usually people like me for about 3 to 6 months. For about 3 to 6 months, you might like me, and then you're going to realize, wait a minute, you know, this guy sucks, you know? I don't think everybody's like that. I think some people see other things about me, but I think a lot of people will realize, yeah, you know what? Joe Cronin sucks, you know? So I don't blame people for not liking me. I'm very dislikable, you know? I'm definitely dislikable. I mean, I look like this. I look like a loser. But, you know, I look like a loser. I mean, people make stuff up about me, but they don't believe me when I tell the truth. I mean, I can tell, I probably tell too much. I tell people the reality of my world. And I think just people don't like that. I think they'd rather me just shut up and do wrestling and funny. Don't talk about anything else, because we don't want to hear it or we don't believe it anyway. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I always thought it was the other way. I always thought like just fucking be honest. Like, people want to know what's real shit about what's going on. Like, you know what I mean? It's relatable, but I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm not likable. I mean, I'm likable in some way, but maybe I am if you really understand me and you really know me. Maybe you'll like me then, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm starting to think that I really suck. Like I mean, like, I really believe, like, based on the comments that I read on the Maven video and based on just people that I've known over the years and how people have, you know, reacted to me. And then some of the things that people say over the years and some of the things that people like misinterpret about me or whatever. It's so easy to sort of like demonize me or whatever. It's so weird. So I'm like, man, people must really hate me. So there are some people that definitely like me. I mean, there's 95 people here, so there's some people, and a couple hundred people probably watch us and like it. But yeah, but we can't deny there's just a lot of people that don't like me, and it could be, and it's probably because I'm loud. I'm a loud mouth. Sometimes I say things that, you know, I say crazy, offensive things, really, you know, and whatever else. But you know, in my reality of who I really am, I probably don't mean almost all of it or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, because in reality, I really like everybody. And, you know, there's sometimes when people do things that are moronic and I flip out or whatever about it. But in reality, it's not a big deal. It's just, you know what I mean? We're just kind of like getting overly angry to entertain people. And have some fun, you know what I mean? Like, I thought Maven's video was great. I thought he's such a nice guy. Maven is a good dude. Like, Maven is such a nice person. It's hard to, like, it's just like, oh man, he just seems like such a good guy. But the poor guy watched one of my videos where I crapped on him. which I thought his video was great, by the way. His video was really good. I really enjoyed it. I watch his videos all the time, so it's kind of funny. It's weird when you watch a guy, you watch somebody every day, or probably every day or every other day. I watch a Maven video, maybe every other day, and yeah, it's bizarre when you suddenly they make a video reacting to you. You're like, what the fuck? I'm watching Maven react to me. I watch this guy every day. It's so weird. But people used to say that about me too, so I get it. When you're online, you're like a cartoon character. You're not real, right? Like Adam Carolla just said that about Jimmy Kimmel or whatever. He was like, he's like a cartoon character. Like people think Charlie Kirk and Jimmy Kimmel, they're not like real. They're like cartoons. So people can justify how evil they could be to people. And then, that's what happens. It's the internet. But like, I don't think that's a problem. You're on the internet. You're social or you're a celebrity person like those guys. And, you're putting yourself out there. A lot of people are going to say a lot of opinions and a lot of things without a filter because why not? That's what we're all supposed to do. We all give our opinions, unfiltered ones, and some of them are mean and whatever. But, like, in reality, you're not going to probably say that to them in real life, It's just what people are like. But, yeah, I read through the comments. Yeah, Maven didn't hate on anybody. I don't know who's saying Maven hated anybody. Maven did not. Maven was fucking nice. Like, his video was nice. I was shitting on fucking Maven, and Maven was reacting like I was a fucking angel. So that's how good Maven was. I was shitting on Maven like crazy, and he was just like, hey, man, I apologize to Joe. And blah, blah. It's like, what the fuck are you apologizing to me for? That was so weird. If anything, Maven's too nice. Maven's just too nice. We don't deserve how nice Maven is. You know what I'm saying? Maven is fucking amazing, bro. He's a nice guy. I've always said that. He really is. He really is a good guy. But yeah, I read through the comments on Maven's video and it was like, damn, like, holy shit, bro. I don't think anybody likes me. But it was fucking crazy. Like I was getting buried in those comments. Like I was reading the comments like, damn. Like no wonder Maven said nice things. He didn't have to say anything bad. The people did that. They were like, fucking, this guy Joe should be dead. Like it was like, wow, Jesus Christ. They're like, this guy Joe pretends to have a wife and kids. Like, what? What? The fucking, some of the comments were hilarious, bro. I was like, what the hell are these? What the fuck are these people? What the hell? But yeah, it was funny. But yeah, no, it's I mean, listen. I know that people don't like me. But people are still nice, you know what I mean? Like it's weird when I run into somebody and they're like, "Oh, you can tell that they're not really a watcher or a viewer of the show anymore, or they don't watch really at all, but they've seen me a million times and they're like, ugh, that fucking backwards hat, loser guy, like, ugh. But then they see you and they go, oh shit, and I know you. And then you're like, oh yeah, I don't know. And then you're like, oh, and then they're like, oh, wrestling, you're Joe, like, and I'm like, oh yeah, what's up? And they're like, that's crazy, like. And then, but they're really like kind of now they're committed, right? Like, oh, I recognized you, and now I've got to be like normal to you, like, but they're probably thinking like, I fucking hate this guy. I hate this fucking guy, but I'm going to take a picture with him. And then they send the picture to like their buddy and they're like, dude, look at who I fucking ran into today. They're like, that fucking dickhead wrestling guy. Like, wow, that fucking loser. Like, they're probably laughing like he was fucking loser. But I took a picture with him because it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think that's funny. That's probably what happens a lot. Let's go to a donation from Delta. What's up, Delta? Thank you for the $1, brother. Super chat $1 from Delta. But yeah, yeah, or it's a pity party, or he needs money all the time. It's a pity party. He's an e-beggar. The guy's a fucking hack or a mark or an ugly fucking loser with no beard and hat and fakes his family and wife and whatever. I mean, just the list goes on and on. So I totally get it. I get it. Like, I'm the villain. I get it. I kind of set myself up to be the villain. So, like, I'm there for it. I'm there to, to be whatever people want me to be. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't really bother me too much because, like, I know who I really am in real life, and I'm not much of a great person in real life. But I know that in real life, like, I care about people and that I'm obnoxious and that I know that, like, I'm annoying and that I'm obnoxious, like, even in real life. Like, I'm afraid to, like, go do anything with anybody. I sort of just kind of try to keep to myself because I used to go out and do things all the time everywhere, but, like, I just, I kind of know now, like, I feel like, you know what? Who the fuck wants to hang out with me? You know what I mean? Like, do I really want to bother somebody with my presence? Because, God, I'm insufferable. You know what I mean? So, like, I get it. Like, I just try to stay to myself. But I really do love people, though. Like, I do. I've always been very social and want to go out and do things. I want to be the one to get the party going. I used to be the one that gets it going. And, like, if somebody wasn't going to the party, I was like, why? I mean, I wouldn't peer pressure them into having to go, but I'd be like, why aren't you going to the party, dude? And they'd be like, well, nobody wants me there. And I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about? And you grab the person and you make them go, and then you fucking...
Hey, Bullfrog is a moron.
Get out there, motherfucker.
Scissor me, Joe!
Yo!
I ain't arrested. That was my boy who we dressed up. Soon.
Oh my God.
Just wait. Soon.
So we don't have a lot of time, obviously, because I have to get off the air soon. But, like, we got to talk about this. We've been fucking reacting to everybody's comments about me, and which is fairly self-serving. But, I guess I named the fucking channel after myself and my father. So, I guess the whole fucking channel is self-serving, right? But, so Raja Jackson was arrested, which I told you guys he'd be arrested. I told everybody he was going to be arrested because we got word that the LAPD, they were just building this case. Like, they were trying to build a very solid case. They needed to get all the wrestling lingo down, find out about what's real, what's not real, what was expected, not expected. The cops really spent a long time trying to make sure that they got this right. And that's why the arrest took so long, we believe. And that's what I believed and what I told you guys. And that's exactly what happened. So, it's crazy. That's what happened. We expected it. Raja arrested. I'm sure he's already out of jail because $50,000. His dad said in that video months ago before he almost killed this guy that, like, hey, man, you better be careful what you say to my son because something's going to happen to you, and he knows I'll be there to bail him out. Which is essentially the dad saying, like, hey, my son knows he can just do anything. Which is just stupid. Stupid parenting. Stupid to say that in public. Just dumb. A lot of dumb coming from this family so far. I hope, I don't really pray, but in the name of Charlie Kirk, maybe I pray that Raja Jackson and his father work on their relationship, and his father basically starts to realize, hey man, maybe I contributed to some of this. Maybe I'm not building my son up in a positive way. Maybe I'm teaching my son to do things the wrong way. And honestly, if that looks to be the case, it's kind of like it's like too late almost in a way, but it's not. So, start, teaching your goddamn son the right stuff, and that there's, the right way to do things. But I think it's got to do with the dad, but like, obviously the dad's going to bail him out. It's the video though that says, like, hey, be careful what you do to my son, cause he can do whatever he wants, sort of thing. But yeah, of course he's going to get bailed out. You would bail your kid out. I would bail my kid out. We would all bail our kids out. Depending on the situation, I guess, if I saw my kid, beat up like a lady on the street for no reason or something, I don't know if I would bail him out. I might leave him in there and say, yeah, you better fucking think about that shit. I don't know. I probably wouldn't. I don't know if I'd bail my kid out for that, but I can't believe that would ever happen to my kid. But you know, Joe, go on bone broth cleanse for 7 days. You'll lose like 6 pounds. I've already lost like 20 pounds. I'm down like 20 something pounds. I'm like way skinnier. Like it's crazy. Look at this shit, brother. Like we're getting there. Bro, we're getting there, brother. Oh, look at them. Oh, we're losing the fat. We're losing the fat. You know, we're losing the fat. The other day I squeezed all my stomach muscles to make this big fat, to try and make myself as fat as possible. But no, we're losing weight, bro. Like we're losing it. Look at this, we're losing. Yeah, we're losing it. Yeah. We had this big bulge before, now it's like down. We're getting down, brother. We're gonna get down quite a bit. I was at my biggest, right? I was never really that big, but I got to be big, and I didn't even realize it really. I got to be about 223 pounds, which is crazy for a 5'10" person, but you couldn't really tell. People would be like, "You look great." I'd be like, "What are you talking about, bro? Look, I'm fat." So 223. So I'm now down. So 2 months ago I was 218, and a month ago I was about 216 and I was like in there. And then within the last 3 weeks, I'm down. I'm at 197 right now. So we're on the road to 180, right? The goal is to get to about 180 and then start working out at that point. Like I'm not really working out. I'm just eating a little bit better, and I'm drinking a lot of water, and I'm doing some sort of jogging and shit, but that's about it. That's all I'm doing. But once I get to 180, that's when I'll probably start like doing some weights and stuff like that. And I'm going to do it with my oldest, my 16-year-old. So we're going to get him lifting some weights, and I'm going to lift the weights with him, and we're just going to kind of do that. So we'll get there. We're on our way. This shirt is kind of makes me look maybe bigger, but we're on our way, bro. We're on our way. I got a few minutes left with you guys. If you want to donate, Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat if you want to use that. You can super chat, super thanks. All that stuff is awesome. You can become a patron. Tomorrow night is WrestlePalooza. Monetize this, whatever, combination show. So that'll be big. Sorry, I just snorted a bunch of crack. You know, I'm 5'9", 177 pounds of muscle. Celtic. Brother, that's fire, dude. See, I got to get close to you. I don't know if I'll get to you because I'm too depressed of a human being, like kind of hate myself, but I think I can get pretty good. I'm not doing All Out because All Out moved their time to the daytime, and I'll be working at that point. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, us as fathers will kick our kids' asses, but we won't leave them in a time of need. Yeah, that's true. We might slap them around. I'll try to watch more YouTube shorts in the absence of having money to donate. Okay. That's cool, Haystacks Monet. Or just leave the videos on or something. Haystacks Monet, you beast. What's up, brother? But yeah, so I mean, if there is a day where I disappear for a week, or I disappear for a couple of weeks, or you know, I go missing or something like that, just know that I'm driving. I'm probably driving around. You know what I mean? Doing like Uber or something. I'm like probably driving Uber, and then taking that money and trying to buy a scratch ticket with it. You know what I'm saying? You ever seen someone that crazy? Like they drive around, they're like, "Fuck, I need $700." So they drive around, they make $30, and they run into the convenience store and they drop $30 on scratch tickets. Scratch the tickets, hoping for like a bigger win, and they don't hit it. And then they jump in a dumpster out back and. Oh my God, bro. That's funny. If you told me that was 2025, I would have laughed in your face years ago. Michael T, the ghost from the coast. Mundo, how you doing, man? Michael T. DJ Jizz Rod wouldn't do it. What does that mean? I don't know what we're talking about. Joe, I'm cut. I like you from Canada. Dina, what's up, Dina? Love you guys. I know some people I know say nobody likes me. There's a bunch of people in here like me. But you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people that don't, which is okay. Let's see. You should try to get Maven on your show. You know, I don't know. You guys can reach out to him if you want. I don't even know. I don't even think he has a Twitter. I don't think he has an X account. Don't go serial killing. Donde está Albano?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? You want to know where our bathroom is?
No, bro.
De donde está?
Because me and my friend were talking about Spanish, and I was telling them I know like
Puedo ir Albano?
I know some sentences in Spanish, and
Okay.
And yeah.
Okay. I don't really know that much, but
Yeah.
Puedo ir Albano? De donde está Albano? I don't know. Where's all my... I have a lot of Hispanic people. All right.
We're learning both.
Okay. All right. Okay, you can learn both. That's fine. But yeah, I would learn Spanish. I would keep taking Spanish for sure. Don't let them talk you into French. You ain't going to learn nothing with French. The only thing you're going to learn if you learn French is how to surrender. So we got people speaking Spanish all over this country. They don't even speak English. I can't tell you how many times I run into it. Like, so many times there's been situations where I'm working and somebody, like, they speak only in Spanish and I understand a little bit of what they're saying. And I'm like, okay, I know what you're saying. I can't really speak back to them too well, but, like, I know what they're saying. And so because of that, take Spanish. Don't ever take French. You'll never use it unless you're speaking to an asshole. Like Delta in Canada. I'm just kidding. Oh, Canada. But in America, you should learn Spanish. You ain't going to use French. Okay, so my daughter left. Okay, she ran down here and she left. All right, well, I got to get out of here in a minute, so let me see. Did you see the singer dead, killed, and dismembered his 15-year-old girlfriend and left her in a Tesla? What the hell? No, and I'm going to pretend that's not real. That's crazy sick. Jesus. What the hell's going on? This world is jacked up, brother. The world is jacked up. How are all you guys doing? Barely know English, right, Delta? See, I barely know English, you know? I know La Bibliothèque, Protège-moi, Omelette du fromage, and Je m'appelle Daniel. And I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's really bad. The guy who was hanged was murdered. Oh, the black guy that was hanged or whatever. And they said it was like they said he hung himself. But he had like broken legs or something in Mississippi. Dude, I mean, listen. I heard Colin Kaepernick was paying his own money to get a second autopsy for that guy. Which, by the way, normally Colin Kaepernick is a moron idiot person, but I definitely applaud that. Definitely. ¿Cómo está, amigo? Muy bien. I would say that, yeah, he probably should be autopsied again. I mean, I don't know. He might have killed himself, but, like, it's kind of weird. Probably should look into that. I want to know 100% that that guy did. Like, if they can figure it out. His song is a viral TikTok, the Slow AD Sad song. Huh. I'll look it up. I don't even know. I don't know who that is. But yeah, that the black guy that got hanged in Mississippi, definitely fucking re-autopsy that guy. That's because if that's really going on, that's some crazy shit that they got to look into. That's hello, friend in Spanish. Well, what the fuck am I trying to say? Not mi madre es gorda. Perros esquireros, not that. Tiene sus papeles. Let me see it. Tiene sus papeles. Oh my God, bro. What else is there? Is that no, that's about it, man. I'll catch you guys. We're gonna be live tomorrow with the review of WrestlePalooza, so I look forward to that. Me encantan los perros desnudos. I don't know. Hasta luego. His song is a viral TikTok. I'll have to go look it up. What's up, everybody? His family said his legs was broken, but the lawyer's saying different. Well, what the fuck do the doctors and x-rays say? I mean, don't we have to know about that? Whatever the doctors and the x-rays say, don't we x-ray the guy's legs? Like, what are we doing? But whatever, investigate it, figure it out. If it's nothing or a lie, fine. But like the repercussions, if it's something else and he really was hung or whatever, the repercussions, like, there's something really whacked out going on. So I'd rather be safe at this point and make sure that nothing crazy happened. The doctors are saying they're not broken. Oh, okay. Yeah, get the x-ray, you know, so you can hold the x-ray up and say, look, his legs are not broken. Where that came from is a lie, just like the lie that somebody killed him, you know, because you want to find out and then make that public, because the public is really freaking out over this, you know, especially some people, you know, are really freaking out over that. So you really want to clarify that so there's no misinformation, because you don't want that to create a problem, you know, if it's not true. And then if it is true, then you really need to find out. Because that's fucking terrifying if that were real. If that were the case. So, just another distraction? Maybe. Maybe. Might be right. All right, everybody. I'll catch you tomorrow night at WrestlePalooza review right here on this channel around, 9 or 10 o'clock. I'll be live for WrestlePalooza / monetize this, whatever, kind of a combination show. They never go well, so that's not good. But I hope you guys all come out and hang out. And when you want to support the show, Streamlabs is pinned to the top of the chat. Superchats down below are cool if you want. PayPal.me/Joe Cronin Show. You can directly support the show. It's the best way to support the show is directly donating through Cash App or PayPal or Streamlabs.com or whatever the way is that you want to do it. Much appreciated. Keeps the shows going. Hope everybody has a good night. Thanks to everybody who has been supporting as best they can, man, in these tough times that we're in. And have a good night. We'll be at the like button on the way out. Bye.